Hello my beautiful fragrance family, Dustin here, Fragrance Fan. Go ahead and do me a solid, click that like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell notification. And I'm just going to keep on giving you guys these budget-friendly fragrance reviews. That $40-ish and $100 range, most of these are way less than that, and a good number of these you can find at your local rack stores. And the three I got for you today are basically three fragrances that are not something you need to run out and grab, or if you have any kind of sizable collection whatsoever, you probably don't need these in your life at all. So they're just three fragrances that I just can't find myself reaching for to put in my weekly rotation or look forward to wearing. And I've wore these more than one time, believe me. And I have tried to really like them and put them in my rotation more, but I just can't find a spot for them. So without any kind of order, let's go ahead and start things off with, Playboy Make the Cover. So, not a particularly bad smelling fragrance. They try to do something different here with the atomizer. Not too different because Ed Hardy, Love and Luck, has the same kind of concept, but that's the whole lid. And atomizer is really weak. So again, it's not like a bad smelling fragrance. I won't say that this is a terrible smelling fragrance. It's not offensive. It's just unbelievably generic smelling. It's heavy lavender. I'll do my best to describe the way that this thing smells. Let's put it on skin and do the most justice we can with this thing. So, off the top, you get a lot of lavender. Lavender and citrus. There's a little bit of vetiver or something going on there, and some mixed fruits. So, lavender, citrus, some kind of grassy vetiver, mixed fruits. A little bit of sweetness from the fruits and stuff, an ambroxan kind of smell, kind of leaning in that like Sauvage range, but it doesn't really smell like Sauvage. I've even seen people compare this to Sauvage, and it's in the super generic category of like your blue fragrances, but it doesn't smell like that. So, I mean, again, it's not like a terrible smelling fragrance. It's just very basic. If you don't really have any blue fragrances, if you want a gift for like a teenager or something, like a middle schooler or something, this ain't gonna be bad. And it's Playboy, so they'll be like, oh, I'm super cool or something, maybe, who knows. But yeah, it's not bad smelling, and the projection, performance, none of that is like even average. So yeah, it's not something that you have to run out and get. So that's one down. Let's go with one that I still can't really find anything on. I can't find the notes or anything in Grantia, so I'll go ahead and try to guess the notes of this thing. And that's Perry Ellis 18. I think it was like Fuego or something like that on the box, if I remember correctly. It's kind of the same color as like, I don't know, Ultra Zest or something. Reminds me, it's the same shape as like the Ryan Tradition, the Insurrection line or something. So, again, it's not bad smelling. I will not dog this thing and say it's a bad smelling fragrance. It's just something that I've already got the dry down of this hand, so I'm not. I've got a couple things that are already similar to that. Like, I think I said in the video before, it's kind of like Tommy Hilfiger Nautica Voyage, and even like some Abercrombie Fierce type stuff. There's nothing crazy unique about it. It's citrus dominant, like bergamot, typical bergamot. Little bit of fresh spiciness and woods. There might be an aquatic note or so in there, but I'm not getting anything, mind-blowing. It's very generic. If you got, again, any kind of sizable collection, 8+ fragrances, then you probably have something that smells similar to this and or better than this. So, you might just want to save your 20 bucks. Again, this is not a bad gift idea for somebody that doesn't have any fragrances, that is like a teenager or something. These are like all like middle school kind of smelling fragrances, basically, is what these are. So, up next, let's go ahead and go with Aeropostal's Maximum. Again, not a bad smelling fragrance. These are all like the most inoffensive smelling things whatsoever. But if, you got any kind of developed nose or anything, This one's probably the most basic out of all of them, to be honest with you. Does any fragrance have the Does any fragrance have the potential to gain and garnish compliments? Absolutely. Absolutely. Will these? Probably not. I mean, I just really have a hard time finding a use for this thing. It's very light. It's very airy. It's got like aldehydes. It's got like leafy, like dew green, like a leaf with like dew on it type thing. Man, it's so light. It's just airy, watery green. And that's about all that you get out of this. Airy, watery green. There's not a whole lot else going on in this. And it's probably the weakest performance of all of them. I really don't get more than like an hour maybe out of that thing. This one, right around the 3 to 4 hour mark. Same thing with this one. The maximum is the least. So yeah, if you've got any kind of collection at all, you don't need these. I can assure you that, because they are about the most basic. Now, do I have other fragrances that I don't wear? I do. Do I have other fragrances that I just do not really like? I do. They didn't make it in this video because that's not the theme I was going after. I was just going after fragrances that don't really smell bad, but I just can't find myself wearing them. There's a couple others that almost made it in this, and I might do those in another video. And believe me, I was joking around with this. This thing is freaking fabulous. I mean, look at the juice level on that thing. Yeah, you know I dig that thing. So, that's my final thoughts on 3 fragrances that I just can't seem to find a spot for. Am I going to give them away or anything like that? No, because I like my display. So, I'm one of those guys. So, and they might make it into another video later on down the road. So, you never know, another video similar to this. So, that's my final thoughts on 3 fragrances that I just can't put in my weekly rotation. And with that, I'm out. Y'all be blessed. Take care of yourself always. And until next time.